Greetings, everyone. I'll call this segment Keeping Up with Jamaican News. We see Lisa Iper posting some subliminals and seeing response from Mooney regarding Vibes Cartel money.
My third eye open my back.
Vibes Cartel. Cartel spent how many years in prison? And he comes out and he feels like distributing his money or spending his money, whichever way he chooses, and he's causing an argument. Hey, this is very scary. Be careful how you use the word friend loosely, because a lot of persons who feel people are their friends are not. They are just close to what they think you have to offer them. And the best part of it though is they cannot hide their truth for very long. Okay, so bless the Vibes Cartel for helping who he feels like help, spending the money he wishes to spend it. I don't know how to put this, people. These days I'm lost for words. The things I see, the kind of animosity I see people having towards other people for their own things. Dash away that. Now, this whole deportation business happening now in Jamaica. This fellow, who ran away from Jamaica and is now deported back to Jamaica. They're finding out that he was a Denham Town-based, gang member. This is what happens. A lot of these individuals, they do the dirt and they run away. Glad he was sent back. Now let's talk about popular TikToker Rosalee, who came out recently and shared that police, barged into her home, and in their investigation, whatever sting operation they were running, they claim that they're there to do their sting. But when they entered her home, she was naked, and they proceeded to videotape her, which is something I honestly don't believe is police. I just don't believe that the Jamaica Defense Force could be so lewd and so careless. Something is off with this story. So I see her talking on Andre Stevens' show about her situation. Something is missing, guys. Is it just me? Now, I don't want to believe that the police officers have done that, but I know it's a possibility, so I'm not altogether wiping that out. But these individuals came into the house and they were just searching, digging up the house, and they leave. And it is connected to her boyfriend or her baby daddy or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, could that be a setup to make it look like it is the police? I mean, they're doing their investigation and eventually it will come out. And if the police officers behave in such a terrible way, not only should they be dismissed, but charges should be laid. But there's a mixed feeling about what might have occurred in her home. The worst part is it is shared on social media, and I have not seen it, guys. I haven't seen the picture or the video of her being nude, and I didn't go out to search or seek to find it, but I'm just talking about human rights violation. If this is true, if it's on the surface, they're saying the JDF is responsible for this. And if this is true, then that is, wow, an extreme form of, someone's rights being infringed upon. Did the cops do that? And where are they getting their training if that be the case? But I'm on the fence with this one, guys. Something isn't right. So while a lot of persons are talking about Rosalee's character and her portrayal of whatever it is she does on the internet, that's not what I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about how humiliating this must be. Now, there are individuals saying that she had ample time to get dressed, but at the end of the day, yes, that might be the case, but they had no right in her home videotaping her. Okay, whether it be the cops or it's the other individuals that barged in, that's her private domain. So, if the cops really did this girl has a huge payday. Okay, because that is a huge embarrassment on the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But when we look at it, not just at her particular situation, but we have to acknowledge that this is a regular occurrence in Jamaica with people's rights being violated on a daily basis. And this is why I say when you are poor, and you use that in quotation, the types of disrespect that you experience in Jamaica, and as I always say, women are regarded, they're disregarded, I should have said, in Jamaica. It's like they don't matter. And the women who have a power or who have, the opportunity to make changes, they're not doing anything about it. So it seems like Rosalee is well disliked on the internet until people, sort of justify what might have happened to her. But sometimes we gotta put aside those things because you have to remember, if it happens to her, it could happen to you, And when it's not happening to you, it's only a short time before it happens. So for the individuals who seem to be celebrating this terrible thing, whether the cops did it or some other person ran into her home, I don't know what they're mixed up into, first and foremost, because none of these things are random. Obviously, whoever went in a home searching for whatever, they're involved in whatever it is that they're in. And if the cops went there, I guess they have reason, but there are always protocols to follow. And hopefully, the JCF superior people will have this sorted out. But what I notice also, women are so cruel. They're always the worst. They're the ones who always condone these type of things. You have to be able to set aside certain things, certain feelings that you have about someone when you see them being violated, because as a human being, that could be you. So I really don't know this lady that much, or this young woman that much. I hear about her here and there, but I have never really watched her. But it doesn't matter. If that really happened to her, and it clearly did happen to her because they have videos circulating on the internet, what happened to her with them posting her online, that should be a criminal offense. In her home, going in there and videotaping her and putting on the internet. Wow, that seems like someone had a reason. Like she was the one they went there for, as opposed to the boyfriend. Something doesn't feel right, seem right. That interview with Andre had me sitting on the fence saying, there's a certain emotional connection people have with those experiences. I'm going to put it this way. And it wasn't there. I know there are a lot of people who are not emotionally intelligent. So, they will react a certain way to certain things. But something about the way Rosalee told her story was just very off for me. Something is missing. And I hope we all get to the bottom of it. And as per usual, come Nicki Minaj riding in on her white horse. Now, the next person who gets a shout out or gets some money from Nicki Minaj, understand that you're next. Continue to say what I said. I'm saying it with my chest. Let me tell you, receive that money and you're cursed. That's the penalty you pay for dealing with that person. Anyway, when you got money, everybody adores you. Nobody will ever look at you as evil when you have money. It's people who are struggling in this matrix that people have the strength to call out. Once again, for my 2 little subscribers, people often try to be rude and disrespectful. For my 2 little subscribers that I got, 2 little people who watch me, and when I say 2, I don't mean literally 2, but for the few, I should say, who support the channel. Stay tuned. And remember, when Jenny talk, when I'm talking years ahead. And eventually the truth comes out, because the spirit, it never lies. Never, never lies. No, I could have said a lot more about this Rosalee situation, but I don't want to be the type of person to throw cold water on the flame, especially when it comes to women issues. So I reserve my thoughts and have you think for yourself and tell me, what is it you think happened in Rosalee's home, and who do you think really did this thing? Talk to me in the comment section. That's my favorite part, to meet you. Stay blessed, everyone.